only half. I don't really live with my parents and, all that sort of stuff.
It's pretty cute. I do like it. And the clip that goes with it also does sum it all up.
Hey, welcome back. This is Tom, and this is Tom's Radio Room Show. And along this series that I'm started, and it won't be concentric or back-to-back. Is that the right word? Not concentric. Anyway, I'm not going to do this series one right after the other. But the series is to revisit some of my old radios, the ones that I prefer. And there's, unfortunately, or fortunately, there's a number of them. One of them is this Radio Shack DX-394. I've had this radio for 20 years maybe. Yeah, I got it used at a Hamfest, and I used it back then for a long time, 5 or 6 years. And then I stopped listening to shortwave radio because I was too busy at work. And I really like this radio. I like the display, although over the years, the backlight has gotten dim. Let me zoom in a little bit here. And I got to be careful when I'm turning lights off because I also could flip the switch that turns the radio off. So let me see if I can temporarily turn some lights off. Oh, I killed the radio. That was the wrong one. Oh boy, I was afraid of that. I've got a, let me show you temporarily. Everything around here is temporary as far as I'm concerned. But over here, I have these two set of power outlets that gives me a bunch of options for controlling my electronics. And unfortunately, I hit this one right here, which is the one that powers this one up here. So everything that was that's connected up here went off. So that was the wrong one. The one I should have hit is this one here, and that turns off one of my overhead lights, because I was trying to show you the display on this thing. And the next one over should be the other one. And now you can see that even in pretty dim light, I've got one light on behind me. The display is not as bright as it used to be. So I've lost a little bit of brightness on the display. It's still plenty bright. And you can turn it off completely. There it's off completely. There it's on. You can't raise the brightness at all. So let me turn the lights back on for a second. Okay, so like I say, I really like this radio. It has one, for me, major drawback, and that is, and I'll show you right now. Hope I don't get any music. Yeah, this is Radio Australia on 9.580. It's booming in this morning as usual. The S meter is almost pegged, and I need to quickly tune off because they're playing music right now. So let me turn the volume up. There. Okay, now I'm tuned off of it. Now I'll show you what I don't like about this radio, and it's about the only thing I don't like. Hear that scuffing? Or as I call it, muting while tuning. I hate that. And fortunately, there is a mod, and it's pretty simple. There's a mod you can do to disable that. Now, there is a negative side to that, in that you get a lot of noise that comes in because it's not muting while it's tuning. So you get noise, more noise coming in while you're tuning. But I would rather have that than to have this muting, especially since I do a lot of searching on the shortwave bands. So I'm going to attempt that mod in a very near future show. And it's a matter of there is a jumper wire that goes to a connector that plugs into the main board. And the suggestion, Maud, is you pull that pin out of that connector. I think there's 8 or 9 pins on that connector. You pull that wire out. I will attempt to do it that way, which makes it easy, supposedly, to reverse it by just plugging the pin back in. If I'm not able to do that, I will, and if I've got enough wire in there, I'm just going to just clip the wire. And what I will do is I'll move this radio over to my workbench, and where I have my camera facing right down on my workbench. I'll show you the mod. Actually, what I'll do is I'll show you the radio working before the mod. Again, showing you just what I just showed you. Then I will turn the power off, remove the power plug, let the thing drain all of its power, and then I will clip that lead and make sure that it's not going to touch anything, and then I will turn the radio back on and see the effect. Number one, see the fact that the muting while tuning is now gone, and see the effect of the additional noise that happens when you don't have that circuit connected. So that's my plans for this radio. Again, I really like this DX-394. It's a nice compact radio. It's made by, was sold by Radio Shack. This one is in mint condition. Again, I got it at Hamfest for a steal. I don't know why the gentleman sold it when he sold it. I guess he had too many radios. Well, you can't have too many radios, so that couldn't have been it. So anyway, that's what we're going to try. And guess what? This is show 999. So the next show is my 1000th show, and we're going to give away a ton of books. And I'm going to set the camera back up to do that. And that'll be coming up very soon after this show. So if you enjoyed the show, thanks for watching. Please give me a thumbs up. Bye-bye.